Yo, what up guys? Not this stage today I'm going to be making a new what if Naruto was neglected and was a hyuga. So guys, I know that I said I'm going to be finishing my what is part. I'm going to be making like 3 parts a day. Maybe tomorrow I'm going to be making 3 parts of my old what ifs like I did like the day after this. I made like what if Naruto was neglected and had a special dojutsu, and what if Naruto was neglected and had a Shirama's chakra, and I forgot the other one. So I'm going to be doing like that. I'm going to be releasing a new what if, and the day after that I'm going to be making like 3 parts of my old what ifs, so that you guys could get like a fresh content on this channel, because I know that if I keep making like finishing my old what ifs without putting out new what ifs, this channel isn't going nowhere. So without any further ado, don't forget to like and subscribe, and let's get into the video. So for this what if to make sense, I'm going to say that Minato here in this what if, Minato is like a yuga, or a yuga who his parents were expelled or banished from the Hyuga village. No, the Yuga compound as a village. So I'm going to say that Minato's mother was like a Yuga, and she fell in love with like a Namikaze man, and they had a baby. This baby was like Minato, and Minato was born. I'm going to say that the Yuga had that the traitor that they banished from their compound or home had a baby, and they assassinated or killed Minato's parents. And when they were doing this, Minato was out and he was playing around the village, and when he came back he found his house on fire. So I want to say that now Minato wasn't living like in the village at this time, because Minato's parents fled the Eden village because they didn't want to get killed by the Yuga, because the Namikaze clan is not that like aggressive like the Yuga. So they decided to leave the village and live in peace wherever they can with their family. But this was like interrupted by the Yuga when they killed Minato's mother and father. So Minato grew to hate the Yuga. And I want to say that Minato here doesn't have the Byakugan, because 80% of his DNA is Namikaze, and only 20% of his DNA is Yuga. And I'm going to say that Minato didn't get the Byakugan. He still has his blue eyes and blonde hair from his father's side. He didn't get nothing from his mother. But no, let's I'm not going to say that he didn't get nothing, and let's say that Minato could like see chakra with his own eyes. Not, he doesn't have the Byakugan, but he could see chakra points like the Byakugan, but it's that only. So Minato could use his flying rising and combining it with his ability to see chakra more more precise. And from that moment on, Minato hated the Yuga, because he saw the Yuga fleeing from the scene, and he saw them, and he knew that no one is going to believe like a little kid who's just telling the people that the Yuga killed his parents. Oh, so let me pause for a little. So guys, I had to drink like lemon and boiled water. This thing is so bitter, and I had to drink it all. So Minato is the Hyuga from now on. And like when Minato is 6 years old, he goes to the leaf and enrolls at the academy. Here, Minato is called the Namikaze, and the Hyuga didn't know that Minato was the son of the traitor who married the Namikaze, because Minato didn't have Byakugan, didn't have black or purple hair. I don't know. So, no, I say purple or lavender. So, they didn't have those things, and they just thought that it was like a namikaze. And Minato he was a prodigy. The academy could do many things. Yeah, the academy met Kushina where he saved from the bandits and all that shit. So Minato and Kushina grow up and they have babies. Their babies, when they were being born, a man came to attack and took one of their baby and said, "Stay away from the Chinchuriki," and Minato did that to avoid one of his. Sorry guys, I nearly made a mistake. So I was just explaining how Minato is a Hyuga. So let's get into the what if. So Naruto is born like the same way in canon. Naruto is born here with 3 siblings. This is the only thing that is going to change Menma and Mito. And when they were being born, Obito came and took one of the baby, took Menma. Yes, let's say Menma, because he wanted to take him hostage and exchange the baby for the Jinchuriki. Jinchuriki. For the lentil soda or the Jinchuriki, for what they were called. Oh, what am I saying right? So he wanted to exchange Naruto for Kushina. And Minato said, okay. He pretended to be stepping away from Kushina, and when Obito tries to reach for Kushina, Minato grabbed the babies and teleported out of there and put the baby in the hideout and went back, kicked Obito's butt. Oh, yes. And he came back again and sealed 5% of the chakra inside his wife Kushina so that she can live, and 45% of the Nanta's chakra into his daughter Mito, and 50% of the chakra into his son Menma, and the rest of the soul inside the kid that he hated from birth, Naruto, because Naruto here is born with purple or black, purple hair. Like, he knows that the Hyuga have purple hair. I'm going to say people or dark people. Like, correct me down in the comments below. So Naruto is born with purple hair, and these eyes, like you can see in the picture, and this, like, so it was a mutation between like the Byakugan and the Namikaze eyes, or the blue eyes that Minato has. So Naruto has like these eyes, but they can when he activates them, they change into this, the Byakugan. So Naruto was hated from the beginning, and Kushina knows what the Hyuga did to like Minato, and he hates Naruto for like carrying the soul of the lentils and being resembling the Hyuga. So Minato and Kushina hate Naruto. So I'm going to time skip to where Naruto was like 4 years old. When Naruto was 4 years old, his 2 siblings were practicing jutsus, and Naruto was just sitting there watching them, and Minato called Naruto and said, "Naruto, come and try the jutsu." And Naruto was happy. When he got there, Naruto tried to do the jutsu, but he failed miserably. and they were laughing at Naruto and saying, "You are a stupid loser. You can't even do a basic jutsu," because they were practicing the clone jutsu, and Menma and Mito mastered the clone jutsu at the first try, because Menma and Mito in this were Rifa prodigies, and they could be like, they could get stuff very fast and do them by just watching. And Naruto was being looked at by his whole family, and Naruto goes back in the house, and Kushina says, "Naruto, go clean the house." And Naruto says, "But the house is clean." And Kushina says, "Naruto, go and clean the house or you're going to die." Naruto, hearing this, went inside the house and cleaned up the house. The house that was spotless, and Naruto went inside the house and cleaned it. And after that, Naruto just went to sleep and woke up the next day to being confronted by his two siblings, Menma and Mito. Mito says, "You are a demon for real." Naruto said, "Oh, what did I do?" So Naruto was asking them, what did he do? When they said, "Naruto, you are the one who killed this little kitten." Let's say cat. And Naruto said, "No, I didn't do it." And they said, "You did it." Because they didn't, they made it look like Naruto did kill the cat, because they used like the basic, let's say, attack, and they stabbed the cat. I want to say that they are sadistic as fuck. So they killed the cat and said it was Naruto, and Naruto said, "I didn't do it." And they took the cat to Kushina and said, "Mom, Naruto killed the cat." And Kushina said, "You are a little demon," and punched Naruto in the face, and Naruto fell down and said, "I didn't do it," crying. And Minato said, "What happened here?" And Kushina said, "Naruto killed some cat for some reason." Naruto killed a cat for no reason. Sorry guys. Naruto killed a cat for no reason, and he doesn't admit that he did it. Now Minato said, "Are you saying no?" Sorry guys, I'm all over the place. This because that I've been pausing this recording for a while now. So Kuchen says Naruto killed this cat for no reason, and Naruto says, "I didn't do it. Men my mates are lying." And Minato said, "Are you telling me that my kids are lying?" Naruto said, "Yes." And Minato kicked Naruto to the other room, and Naruto was just crying because he didn't do nothing. Menma and Mito are the ones who killed the cat, or the poor cat, and Naruto got punished for it. So I'm going to time skip to when Naruto was 5 years old, and he came back from playing and getting his birthday beating, because they let Naruto go out and play if it was his birthday. And if it was like any other day, they wouldn't let Naruto go play outside, because they know that the villagers might not beat him up that bad. So they let Naruto. So guys, I'm closing the windows. So they let Naruto go play outside if it is his birthday, so that the villagers could think about the incident that happened 5 or 4 years ago, because they think about the latest attack that happened, because they think about the attack of that happened when Naruto was born. They think that Naruto was the Ninth Tails, and the fourth Hokage or Minato stirred the Ninetales into like a baby, or it changed the Ninetales into a baby, but they think that it could change back, so they want to kill him before that happens. And that's the end of the explanation. So Naruto, when he was entering his house, he saw like Jiraiya, Tsunade, and Mamito, Minato, and Kushina. So Naruto was called over and they said, Naruto, come. And Naruto went there wondering what are they going to tell him now. And they said, Naruto, we've been talking about this, like, we know that this is not like an easy choice to make, but it's going to be best for you because of the things that you do around the house and what you have been doing recently. Naruto, we found you like an apartment so that you can grow and be a better person, because we see that you living with us, we're just spoiling you, and you are getting very sadistic and killing poor animals and doing all of the things that you do and disobeying us. You know, to say, "Apa, pa," and he remembered the day that he answered back, he got a beating. So Naruto just kept quiet, trying to avoid the beating, because he knows that if he talks out at this moment, or the other day when there was Jiraiya and Tsunade, they will just think that Naruto is disrespectful and they will just beat him up. So Naruto just decided to keep his mouth shut. And Naruto said, why now? Why am I moving on now? And they said, it's because that Menma and Mito were chosen to be the child of prophecy, and we don't want Menma and Mito to succeed alone. We want you to be like a better person so that you can be a better example, so that you can't like bring down the names of Menma and Mito by dispraising them by the things that you do. And I'm going to say that they expect Naruto to just be like a poor person when he grows up, and like be, let's say, a poor person or a person that doesn't have much. They think that Naruto is going to grow up as a loser. He's going to even drop out of the academy and do all the things that are bad. So Naruto says, "Oh, Menma and Mito are chosen for what?" They say Menma and Mito are chosen by the sage toad from like the Mount Myoboku. So they were told that they were going to be the child of prophecy, and they were lying. Jiraiya came and told them that Menma and Mito would be the child of prophecy, but this is wrong. The toad sage, or the sage toad, said there's going to be a child of prophecy, and this child of prophecy will save the world. And Jiraiya interpreted this wrong. He thinks that the children of his student are prodigies and skilled. He thought that maybe it could be them. So they interpreted this wrong, and they kicked Naruto out of the house, and they said, Naruto, don't say that we didn't give you nothing, and gave Naruto like an apartment to live in, a crappy apartment, but Naruto will just make do with what he has, and he decided to take the keys and go, because at this moment there was nothing that he could do. So Naruto moved out and went to his new apartment and started unpacking. And Naruto was so mad that he activated this Byakugan unsuspectedly, and he was like seeing things like in 360 degrees views, except like the back of his neck, but you could see pretty much many things. And Naruto was confused on what was happening, because while he was living with his parents, this oh, this never happened to him. He never like experienced this seeing all 360-degree view, and this made Naruto pass out. And when he woke up again, he thought that it was a dream, and we saw that his eyes are still activated. He can still see the 360 degrees view. And at that point, Naruto went to the library and started seeing what it was, and he found the Byakugan. And Naruto says that, maybe my eyes are the Byakugan. And Naruto read about the attacks that the Hyuga use, and what the Byakugan could do. And Naruto said, interesting. And Naruto started training. And I'm going to skip to the time when Naruto is at the academy. Naruto passes with the flying colors, and Pooh gets assigned to Team 7. And in his squad, there was going to be Menmamito, Sakura, Menmamito, Sakura, Sasuke, Naruto. And the team leader is going to be Kakashi Hatake. And I want to say that Kakashi is like an SO. Sorry for all the Kakashi fans, but I had to do this. So Kakashi is Naruto for some reason. And when Naruto was 6 years old, Kakashi beat, gave Naruto the beating of his life. And this was when Naruto was like starting his training. He didn't know any self-defense, but it tried to put up like a fight. And Kakashi got even more angry, and that's why Kakashi gave Naruto a beating, because Kakashi just approached Naruto first and started beating up, and Naruto tried to throw a punch, and Kakashi got really angry, and he gave Naruto a beating of his life. And now Naruto is like strong enough to be like a low tier Jonin, and Kakashi is a special Jonin, so he doesn't stand a chance. But Kakashi can do nothing to Naruto anymore he if he is like at the academy, or if he's in the squad, even if he is in the squad. So Kakashi can't do nothing now, and my boy Naruto is just free. And I'm going to say that Kakashi comes and said, "Meet me at the roof," and says whatever. Naruto said nothing, and except I want to be strong and prove to some people that I'm not a demon. And Naruto said, "We want to be Okage." And Sakura says the same things that he said. I'm not going to say that because it's unholy. And Sasuke said that I want to be the greatest leader of the Uchiha clan, because at this timeline the Uchiha clan was in massacred. And I'm going to say that Minato prevented it from happening. And I'm going to say that Shisui Uchiha didn't die. And Itachi is still in the village, but I'm not going to mention those people because it's a Naruto what if, not a Shishin Itachi. Comment down below if you want me to make like a Shisui and Itachi what if, or any what if besides Naruto. So Sasuke said, "I want to be the greatest leader of my clan." and be the Hokage at the same time. And Kakashi said, okay, I'm going to skip the bell test and so I'm just going to say that they passed because, guys, as you can see the time, I'm tired. I'm tired, guys. So Kakashi says, okay, and they go to the bell test, and I'm going to skip this. And they do determinations for like a month, and they get tired of them. And Menma and Mito said that we have like a higher mission, and Mito says, yes, you could get a sharing mission. And Kakashi says, okay, they can do that one. And Minato says Tazuna come in, and Tazuna goes into the room and makes fun of Sakura, and the rest of the bunch, but he left out Naruto because you could feel the aura coming out of Naruto, and he didn't want to mess with Naruto. So Naruto and the rest of the team were waiting for Kakashi to arrive the next day because they were told that they were going to be escorting Tazuna to the end of waves, and that's the mission. Kakashi arrives with Tazuna, and they head out. So, guys, this is where I think that I'm going to end this what if off. This was a blast making this what if. I enjoyed myself doing this what if because this idea just suddenly came to me when I was watching like something, but I was watching a show on TV, so the idea came to me. So this was not with the Sage. Let's meet up in another one, and peace.